welcome. If this is your first time listening, I'm happy to have you here with us. This podcast is for English learners who want to improve their listening skills, who want to practice their comprehension, and become better listeners. All right, in today's episode, we're going to talk about nostalgia. So first of all, what is nostalgia? Well, nostalgia is a feeling of pleasure and also a little sadness when you think about things from the past. So I'm sure you've had this sensation before where you think about something from your childhood or something from the past, and it makes you smile, and it's really fun to remember this thing. But you get a little bit sad when you think about the fact that this time has passed and you're never gonna live that experience again. So if you've had that feeling before, then you've experienced nostalgia. So we'll talk about that today. So first of all, why do we feel nostalgia? What is the reason behind nostalgia? Well, I thought of a few things. So first of all, of course, we have a lot of memories that we really cherish. So we have a lot of memories that we really cherish from the past, good things that happened, things that were really fun or really interesting, or that impacted us a lot, or things that we appreciated, anything like that. And so, of course, one reason why we have nostalgia is we think about these good memories and we enjoy recalling them, and we feel a little bit sad when we think about the fact that those times are over. So one reason we have nostalgia is because we have good memories of the past. Another reason why we experience nostalgia is because we tend to appreciate things more when they're gone, once they're over. I'm sure you've experienced this before, where you didn't really appreciate something while you had it, but then when you lost it, or it disappeared, or it went away, or the time ended, then afterwards you think, wow, I miss that. We tend to appreciate things more when they're gone. So that's another reason why we might have nostalgia, because now when we look back on the things in the past, we appreciate them more because now we're not experiencing them anymore. They're gone, and so we kind of esteem them more, or more highly now. So you esteem these things more highly once they're past, once they're gone. So that's another reason. And one other reason why we have nostalgia is that we tend to view the past with rose-colored glasses. You're a little bit unrealistic in how you view something. You're unrealistically positive. So we view the past with rose-colored glasses, and we tend to remember all of the good things, all of the amazing memories from before, and we often have this feeling that the past was better than the present. I'm sure you've felt that before. I'm sure you've talked about that with other people when you think back to your childhood or your earlier years and you think, oh, that was a simpler time. We view the past very positively, when compared to the present. So those are all reasons why we might have nostalgia. And what provokes nostalgia? What makes us feel this? What triggers this? There are a lot of things, actually. For example, if you see an old photograph, you see a picture of you and your friends or something from the past, this might fill you with nostalgia when you think of those past days or the good times you had with your old friends. Songs can provoke nostalgia. When you hear a song from your childhood or a song that your parents used to listen to when you were younger, things like that, it can really bring up a feeling of nostalgia. It can really make you feel that way. I think that songs have that effect on me when I hear them. I don't listen to much music, but when I hear a song from my childhood or a song that is kind of connected to an earlier period of my life, I can definitely feel a little bit sentimental when I hear that. So songs are a big one. Even tastes and smells. When you taste a certain food or you smell a certain food, for example, this might bring you back to your childhood. So this might be something that you've experienced before, where you eat some food that you haven't had in many years, and then it immediately reminds you of the past, of a time when you used to taste that taste or smell that smell, for example. So that's another one. Another thing that provokes nostalgia is when you return to places that you used to go to in the past. If you go to an old park that you used to go to as a young kid, for example, that can provoke a feeling of nostalgia when you think of those days when you used to play there. Or if you go back to your old high school or your old elementary school, this can definitely bring up feelings of nostalgia. You think of that time in your life when you attended that school. You remember walking around this campus when you were younger, and you recall those old memories of your school days. So going back to your old school can provoke this feeling. And you might just feel nostalgia when you're talking with someone and they say, "Do you remember when we used to ... Right? They kind of bring up that memory. They reference something from the past. So that can happen during conversations that you have with people that you've known for a long time. Or maybe you haven't known them very long and they just reference something that you both experienced separately. They might talk about something, some movie or something from the past that both of you watched as kids, and that can bring up this feeling as well. So there are a lot of things that can provoke nostalgia.